think you got to fight something like that of that size. But
big 4-cylinder opposed. That's a lot. It's a
yeah,
lot of engine
yeah,
actually.
yeah, and it's actually pretty quiet when you sit on the tractor. I mean, when you're driving it.
Actually, since we've started talking about that, it's up to 660 now. Every time when you have the screen up there, if you can put that screen back, there you go. When you see one of those tractors kind of flash,
Yeah,
that means there's a bid coming in on it. So and we'll kind of as we there you go again. I got hit 680. Yeah, it's kind of going to town there. The geyser. Let me pull that up on the screen, Alex. This tractor is really, I mean, it's super, super rare, too known, and the other one doesn't even look like this one. It's got a big round radiator on it, kind of would resemble like an Altman Taylor or something.
Yep.
But really cool tractor, cool features.
Yeah. It's really kind of a neat looking engine with those rear drivers that they're I think the exact same as a steam engine. Neat little headlamp on the front. The engine is in a cross design for the front from the frame. Everything's driven off of that. It's got a neat little fuel bowl that fills up. It's a glass kind of. It looks like an oiler really. That fills up, so you've got fuel up, and then it runs on battery and coil. Actually starts really nice. It's got a small little starting handle up on the platform by the steering wheel that you use, and it just moves the flywheel maybe 10 degrees or so when you're starting it. So I mean,
really?
Everything's
so there's no cranking it.
No. Yeah,
you're pulling it over to get the spark.
Yeah. Once you have everything set, it really it really doesn't take much effort to get in there and get it rolling.
Imperial has hit 705,000 now.
Yeah, that's
Geyser has moved. International Type D has moved. Hey, that 15 horse Type A, Alex. I mean, you go out looking for a Type A. That's tough tractor to find.
Oh yeah. No, and that weirdly enough, that tractor sat there for a while at that price. So I mean, that's we've sold some Type A's for big money.
That's actually a good price. That's a buyer's price right there.
Right. Yeah, as good as single cylinder internationals have been selling over the past few years.
Right.
And that's had some recent work done to the reverse gear, and things have gotten fixed since they were damaged at a show, but everything's back to good and ready to roll.
Yeah.
We had that running around at the open house as well, driving and just kind of moving around.
Nice. Tell you what, as soon as I go back to the screen there, tractors and engines are flashing. So
yeah.
Hey, another tractor that I think is worth the money right now is that Sawyer Massey.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was another one that we had running around. And that's come from the John Tissey collection up in Crosby, North Dakota.
Right.
It's been run there quite a bit. The one thing that we did notice on it at the open house, it does need some clutch adjustment. Just getting things in and out of gear. But honestly, rare tractor, and that it's sold for good money over the years.
Oh yeah. Unique. I mean, unique sound, unique everything on it.
Yeah. Started from the platform with a kind of a unique crank on the flywheel.
Yeah. That 3060E, that's I guess is kind of a handyman special. I guess you can talk about that a little bit. But the fellow that consigned that, he was going through some personal things and had a kind of a severe back injury where he couldn't climb on and off it, and he was kind of in the middle of restoring the thing, and there's not much wrong with it. He's got all the parts there. Well, you can talk about that.
Right. So the exhaust valve cages are out of it, along obviously with the valves, and he had those cleaned up. There's new valve guides that are made up. They're out, but everything's kind of neatly organized in the box, kind of ready to put back in and get it back strolling around. But that's pretty much the only thing that's really taken apart. I mean, the exhaust is off, but really, I mean, again, that's kind of a deal where it's at. for as much work as it needs.
Yeah.
It's not like it needs just a whole ton.
Right. Hey, so we've entered 5 till, so we're kind of in the extension time now.
Yeah. You'll see at the right in under the description. There's the ends number, or the date and time.
Time remaining.
You'll see those are going up. Now everything on this auction is connected. It's an extend all, so that way, if you're really thinking about that Titan, and maybe it eventually jumps up here to where it's too high, and you want to go down to the Type A, and you can do that without losing one or the other if one hasn't had a bid. So yeah, things will tick along here for quite a while. You'll see the times resetting. It keeps jumping back to 4:59 here pretty often. That's just the amount of bids that are coming in right now. The faster they come in, the faster that time will reset. So every time that resets, it's a bid coming in.
Yeah.
And that time will slowly come down. 30 minutes in, that'll drop to 3 minutes, and then hour in, that'll drop to 2 minutes. So it'll get progressively quicker as time goes by and things kind of slow down a little bit.
Sure. And a lot of stuff getting bid. I mean, it's all over the catalog. I'm looking at the last bids placed. Minneapolis Universal, which is only sitting at $20,000 right now.
Yeah.
And that is a really kind of a nice original Western tractor.
Yep. Two-cylinder pose.
Yeah, it was used at a major show out in North Dakota, Crosby. So kind of well known there. It's got a great pedigree on it. Let's see, 2035 Lawson, the Minneapolis steam engines getting bid on, the auto buggies. Got a lot of cars this year that will kind of make our way down through. 816 Avery, all of that stuff is getting bids right now. So, hey, let's go to this Aumann Taylor. I'll tell you what, I have been impressed with this tractor since it got here. I mean, that thing, it's recently went through a restoration shop on the good shop up Hudson Repair up in Michigan. Grass Lake, Michigan. Came from a great owner. It's got a nice patina on it, and Chris and his crew kind of went through that thing and just kind of did anything that it needed.
Oh yeah.
And God, does it run nice?
Yeah, it drove. It was like the Imperial. We drove it all weekend long. And had a good time doing it. It didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, I think we can even put a video up there, can't we, Callie? All right. May not have the sound, but
it's on there.
Oh, it's on your end. Okay, I don't have to make the motor noises. Okay. yeah. Because I mean, this thing runs real smooth. I didn't think I could probably do that. So, but that is really it's just a great tractor. It really is, and that's a great price.
Oh, yeah.
$89,000, and it's had all that work done to it.
Absolutely. You couldn't go out and buy one.
No.
Have it look and run like that.
No, you sure
for
couldn't.
That price.
You sure couldn't. Alex, we've got several great steam engines that came in from an East Coast collection, and they're kind of top notch.
Yeah.
I mean, come complete with boiler certificates and Pennsylvania boilers for, I think this is maybe 100 pounds or 150 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it really, everybody that looked at this engine on site, we had a couple people kind of go over it and spot check some areas. Everybody agreed that was a really nice engine, good boiler. And it wouldn't be rated that high in Pennsylvania if it wasn't.
Right.
There's actually some we kind of late here added some video of it's running a sawmill as well. They had it, and I think he told me that they had it on the dyno, and it was at 102 horsepower is what it cranked out. So you can.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's really working there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, beautiful engine though. You know, and the same with like the Minneapolis 20 horse lot number 9. You know, same thing. Rated for 150 pounds in Pennsylvania. You know, it got certified there just recently. They hydroed it before. They hydroed this 65, the 20, and also the 50 horse portable before they left. So all of them, if you look, I think on the 65, there's some documents at the end of the photos that show those ratings and some of the checks on the list. But inside the Minneapolis, there's a documents tab that you can look at and pull up the certifications on it.
Yeah, we've tried to get all of the steam certificates and everything loaded up, and they're all there available for inspection.
Yeah.
So hey, Imperial just hit 805,000. Looks like the 3060E is going up. Hey, I gotta do a shout out to my buddy Gerald Gregory in jolly old England. We've sold a lot of tractors to Gerald over the years. Just a gentleman and such a great guy. He's had my wife has fed him meals at our dining room table, but just a good friend. He's really become a good friend over the last 20 years. He's getting up there in years, and he's I think this might be his last tractor that he's selling, and he just finished the restoration on this Waterloo boy, and he put Aumann Farms Nokomis up on the privilege plaque, which we don't have any ties to this tractor at all. We don't own this tractor or anything, and if you really don't like that Aumann name, I'll take that privilege plaque off your hands. But he did that, and we were kind of honored that he did that for us. But you talk about a nice restoration.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, this thing is super killer. And the canopy on that tractor, he had some factory photos of a Waterloo Boy canopy in the factory, and he pardon me, he duplicated that canopy in this restoration, and that really sets it apart from any other Waterloo boy.
Oh yeah,
you know, and,
yeah, it actually fits really well.
Oh yeah, makes it a different tractor actually. Starts up and runs great. That was another tractor that was pretty popular at the open houses. Let's see here. Hey folks, the Sawyer Massey is still sitting in the same place. That Altman Taylor is still sitting at the same place. Somebody's going to get a buy on that Altman Taylor. That's a nice tractor. Let's see. We've got. Hey, this was. Oh, it just got a bid. It just flashed. But this is kind of interesting. This Cat 22 that came from the Bill Rudisill estate. That is the second Cat 22.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I mean to have that is that's just unique. I mean, if you're going to have a 22, let's have the first or second one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey, and we got a story to tell on this other Titan too. And again, that tractor is super worth the money. So that was a late consignment. Didn't get here until just a couple of weeks ago, and that tractor came in a container completely apart. And I got to brag on our crew here. Had Steve McIntosh and KR Huff and Alex and all the guys from here at the shop. But it was like a NASCAR pit crew on that thing. They got the thing together in really it was probably a day.
Yeah,
right out of day.
Honestly, kind of went together pretty nice. We didn't have much troubles. This was another thing that we got it out and drove it around at the open house, and really didn't have any problems. We did have a governor weight that got broken over time. I think it had an old repair, but we ended up getting that repaired and pinned, and now it runs fine. Maybe something somebody wants to replace or fix later on, but it runs and drives right now without it or with it.
This big Lynn dump truck. I mean, that you want to talk about a beast. When the guys would have this truck out, and they would drive it past my office window, which is what isn't close, but it's out in the driveway, and my computer monitors would shake. So, I mean, this thing is a real beast. Cummins diesel engine in it. And it literally shakes the ground whenever you're near it.
Yeah, cylinder lifts on that. I mean, we played with that a couple times. Yeah, just runs and drives, and yeah, but it's not setting any land speed records, that's for sure.
No. Hey, Alex, man, talk to him about this little New Holland.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's or New Holland engine.
Yeah. So it's a 2/3 scale Morton friction drive frame that they're actually built. They were built from the blueprints, just in 2/3 scale. Really kind of nice. We run and drove this around and played with it at the open house too. Kind of a nice running unit. They've got the canopy on it. I've actually had one of these tractors.
You had one in your collection.
Yeah. Mine had a little 6-horse Famous on it, and they're nice. I mean, I had my kids drive it, and you can put somebody up on it and drive it around, big or small. Really, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they've got this kind of age to patina to where it looks like it's old, and I mean, most people, they kind of believe it is. They wonder if one was built that small.
Yeah.
But no, that's a cool one.
Yeah. Hey, this Best 60.
Oh yeah.
You guys drove that around a fair amount.
Yeah. Had that starting on the bar, and drove it around. Didn't it? It's got a real good look to it too. Just kind of a nice original. He's got some things that that canopy is brand new. They made all brand new brackets, tin. So it's really tight. Everything drives nice. It's got a belt pulley on it. And I think it has a really good look to it.
I wish that they would have made a wheel tractor with that engine. Because it's that thing's killer.
It is. Trying to see what's getting bid on here recently.
Every time I pull the screen up here, there's like several things flashing. There's a lot going on right now. Hey, but we gotta kind of showcase this. This belonged to our good buddy Dave Hudson, who we lost him last fall, but he was part of our family here at Aumann Auctions and Pre-30 enthusiast, and this is one of his tractors that his sisters brought over to sell, and this was built by a fellow named Milt Dietz.
Yeah, out of Dayton, Ohio.
Right.
Built probably a dozen or so of these different models, all different things. And as far as guys that build models, he did a great job on them, nearly all of them. They're all really good scale. They can all hold a grown person. This one, you can see Carson driving that. We drove that and had kids riding in it. Basically, the entire open house.
It was probably the most popular tractor.
Yeah, and it's got a nice little Continental 4-cylinder engine, plenty of power. It has the ability to just use to just run the belt, so you can do belt work with it. So actually, you had a advanced corn shredder that Dave had with it, and I'm sure ran with it. But yeah, really nice.
This little Moto Mechanica.
Oh yeah.
You think that's a scale model tractor, but it's actually not. Those were an Italian tractor. built for the vineyards, and just really neat, really neat little tractor. What else you got, Alex? What else you see?
Let's see. That big Mack truck, we had that running and driving.
Really sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I tell you what, we have got a pretty killer selection of trucks and cars this year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And a lot of cars. I think maybe there's about a half a dozen from movie sets.
Mm-hmm.
And probably the most popular show right away is Yellowstone 1923.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we've got a half a dozen cars and trucks from that auction.
Came just about direct from the set. They got taken back and basically checked over to make sure they were still okay after being on the set, and then brought up, and they've been here ever since. So pretty much directly off of it. But yeah, they've got some nice original cars that are pretty much bone stock with. Maybe they've got new radiators, new gas tanks. I mean, they really went through a lot of work to make sure all those run correctly for these shows. So you'll see in most of those cars, especially the ones that are listed, from that company, that they've got multiple videos of the engine and of them driving as well. So look through those, because and some of those cars, something like there's a 6 Speed International mixed in there that has has an updated drivetrain.
Here it is.
Yeah, Lot 85. For the particular movie set it was being built for, they wanted it to be they wanted new engines and transmissions, so that's got a little Mazda 4-cylinder engine in it and automatic transmission in it. So
yeah,
it's super easy to drive for anybody.
Yeah, he said the Hollywood stunt drivers, a lot of them don't know how to drive a stick anymore, so they had to make it. It almost drives like a golf cart.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, and that that truck kind of has a cool story. It came from a sale that we had in Tennessee, Portland, Tennessee, from the Days Gone By Museum, and it was it sat on a pole for years, just as a kind of a marker, and they bought that and put a ton of money into it, trying to get it to be a match for a truck that they already had for a show, and a significant amount of money. But and then they didn't even end up using it, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's a great little truck. I mean, yeah, cheaper than any golf cart or side by side you're probably going to buy. Do the same thing.
Yeah, fun. Let's see here. Let's go back up to the top and kind of take a look at what's happening here in the auction. 805 on the Imperial, 230 on the Geyser, 250 on the Titan. 127, still 79,000 on the Sawyer. That tractor is worth the money, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Really, just a unique design. We'll show you a video of it here. It's nothing else sounds like it. That's for sure. There it goes. Sorry, the video's just a little skippy here. There's a lot going on the internet in the Aumann auction offices right now.
Yeah.
So, but a great track. That's a great buy for somebody on that Sawyer. Let's see what else here. The E has crept up at 105. Altman Taylor, that's still a good buy at 89. Little Bower City tractor. That's like it's very similar to a Townsend, but there's just 3 Bower Cities, and that's a nice tractor. It's had some modifications done on the carburetor, but it's got a 5-ball on it instead of a carburetor like the Townsend originally came out with, but real nice shape on it. I mean, gearing's nice, and it's a Western tractor, so it's nice and smooth. So
got a clutch on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to keep track of all the ones that are getting bid on right now because it seems like it's just kind of across the board.
Yeah. Um, hey, that 2550 Avery, gosh, if you wanted something that had the look and feel of a little prairie tractor, you've messed with that one, I believe.
Yeah. We started and ran that a bunch. Kind of interesting thing about that tractor. When Avery started to kind of shut down, uh, they kind of reorganized in 1925 into in 1924 when they kind of shut down, they reorganized into Avery Power Machinery in 1925, and this is one of those made under that name. And it's a really nice running tractor. We had it, basically pretty easy to start. I mean, prime the cups and about 2/4 turns, and it's running. It was kind of a reliable starter for the weekend. They've got it wrapped in parade rubber, so it can be driven on the street with no problem.
Well, yeah, look at the tread in that front wheels. It looks like it might have front wheel assist.
But no, it's no, that's a good tractor. I was just talking with the owner today on it, and he has a lot of back history on that tractor. That he said he'd love to be able to tell the new owner, but he said it spent its life up in North Dakota working, and he said there were two tractors there. This was the threshing tractor, and he said in 1955 it threshed 5,000 acres.
Wow!
Is what he said.
Well, you know what? The fellow that consigned this, he's a really nice guy, and whoever buys this tractor, I hope you take the time to give him a call because he's been a long time tractor collector, kind of a pioneer, and man, those kind of stories, I'm a sucker for those. So.
Yeah. But he had to track down to the original family that owned it, and it'd be nice to keep that with the tractor.
Oh yeah. I bought tractors with less story.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey Alex, I cannot believe we skipped over this.
Yeah, and that's
man, give them the rundown on this.
Great deal.
I mean, professional Wendell Kelch restoration on this tractor. Those tractors are hard to get right.
Right.
And this one is.
Yeah. Carburetor on each cylinder, or mixer on each cylinder. And really nice tractor, nice running and driving. We had it running. I mean, you can't say really enough about that. I mean, they don't come up very often either.
I didn't know we had Emily up there up tractor driving.
Look at
her go.
Yeah.
Tell you what, while we're talking about that, from the same collection, we're going to go back to that Titan because, Alex, it's not very often that you can buy a tractor that the hard work's done.
Oh yeah.
And this is, I mean, this is a really nice restoration, another Wendell Kelch restoration, loaded up with extensions and the headlight, and you've spent some time with this tractor.
Yeah. I mean, it's you can just about eat off the platform. It's that nice, and everything's done. The tractor is actually super quiet running, not just running but driving as well. You can probably hear in the video when this thing rolls. There's little to no gear noise at all.
I noticed that. It'll sneak up on you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this thing is really, really quiet. But I'll tell you what, that both of those are nice tractors. That flaming four is that thing's a real deal. And I'll tell you what, this one is too. If you had to go out and buy a Titan and then make it look like this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So the other Titan is setting at 79 right now. That is definitely worth the money. Little Avery 816s at 33.5. Ooh, this Westinghouse steam engine. that's got a new boiler on it.
Yeah, 2015. It's got a new Lund boiler. Hadn't been run very much since it's got that. But yeah, has been shown at Kinzer's and driven around there. Uh, yeah, really nice. Got a nice jacket on it.
I've always liked the uh, I just like the looks of them. They're so primitive and early and so unconventional as far as the way that they look. But got a great Stanley steam car. Boy, that thing's worth the money right now. 27.5.
Yeah, that has come from a guy that's got I think he's got 3 different Stanleys.
Yeah,
and that's the only reason he's selling it. He said that that's got a newer boiler in it as well. I think it's only got I think he said maybe 400 hours on it.
and I think he toured this car.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So you're not buying a project. You're buying something you can take out and do something with.
Right. So, and titled in Illinois, so that's no issue.
All right. Tell you what, let's take a look at that second page before we go here, and we let people concentrate on bidding instead of listening to us. But hey, that Huber 1225, that's like one of the earliest ones known. It's a three-digit serial number.
Yep. Nice original tractor. Had that running for a little while. It does need the radiator. It's just rotten on the bottom, so it doesn't hold water very well. But enough to run it for a little bit. That W30 McCormick Daring, that Orchard. That's a nice little tractor.
Got a little Lance. Look at that 1630 Hart Pargo.
Yeah.
Hart Par 70.
Yep, just a kind of that's got a nice restoration on it.
Sure does. That Bates Steel Mule. Hey, that tail seat Best 30. That was kind of a late consignment.
Yeah. This came in just maybe like 2 weeks ago. Another one's got kind of a cool story. I mean, it did its work for the county in Orange County, California. Ended up being sent back and rebuilt by Cat. Back in, I think, the late 20s is when that was. And then was purchased by the gentleman that used to run the tractor. And the current owner bought it directly from that family. And he also, once he got it, he did a bunch of work to it on the clutches. And, I mean, that thing runs really nice. It drives nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alex, did we miss anything? Well, I mean, we did. We missed a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to keep track of everything while it's
Geyser's up to 270. Hey, that Sawyer Massey and the Altman. Get on those, folks. Those are nice little tractors. And the Flamin' 4.
Yeah.
That Flamin' 4. I mean, hey, at that kind of money, folks, you couldn't begin to restore that tractor the way that it's done.
Right. You can't. Yeah. Well, you couldn't even find one for that price, honestly.
Right.
Then,
that's a deal.
Restoration.
That's a deal. Same way with the New Holland.
Yeah.
With the little friction drive.
No, that's a great deal on that.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'll tell you what, we're gonna get off here, and we are going to let you concentrate on bidding. Tomorrow night, Alex, is
let's see, we've got parts and projects. So we've got parts tractors, and then I think probably close to 400 lots of parts that are in that catalog. So be on the lookout for it. And then we've got a bunch of auctions after that. Probably.
I think gas engines are Wednesday night,
right,
or Thursday night.
Yeah, the first round of gas engines are. and then the following night more gas engines will sell that night as well.
Sure.
So yeah, tons of stuff left. This is just kind of the beginning of it, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we will sign off for this evening. And if you need anything, why, feel free to reach out to Alex or I. We're here watching all night. If you got any questions, we'll sure try to help you out.